Okay, it seems to be working. I just got home. It is chilly in here, let me tell you. I'm still wearing my coat because it's so cold in here. Our AC unit, the little box where you can thermostat, I think. Thermostat, start, we say thermostat in German. The batteries are empty and we don't have any batteries in the house that are working right now or loaded or charged. So yeah, the AC is on, but it's really cold and the weather is really cold outside too. And we can't turn it off, so we're just gonna have the AC running now until we're able to get some batteries. But I just got back from work and now I'm making a super quick cake. And don't judge me, I'm gonna use ready to bake mix because I don't really have much time and my friends are, so they're planning a kind of surprise thing for my husband right now for his birthday. So we're gonna celebrate his birthday at their house, which is nice for me, so I don't have to prepare anything. But yeah, they're gonna have it at their house. But they already talked about having dessert and some stuff there and something sweet. So I'm gonna keep the fancy cake for next time, and I'm just gonna make some super quick, ready to go thingy. I never used these. This is one of my, I think this is the third time I'm ever using these. But it can't be too bad. I hope it will still taste good. It's definitely a weird outfit to wear for making a cake. But it's so chilly in here right now, so I'm not even trying to take off my coat. I tried to make the bee sting cake today, the German bee sting cake, but since my friends are already having something for dessert for my husband's birthday, I think I'm gonna keep that bee sting cake for another time and just do it another, or make it another time and then have it with them. So I'm checking right now what I would need. Hi Green, for the bee sting cake. I don't know if you guys know bee sting cake. It's a German cake. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. I don't know if it's a cake that you eat here in America. There's a German bakery in our town where we get the bee sting cake, so that might be an alternative. Maybe I'll just get it there. But I just want to look up what goes into the cake, if there's anything fancy that we would need for next time. But I don't think it's really fancy. So bee sting cake is basically just a cake with almonds and honey. Hi Shannon, how are you doing? Hi Nathaniel. Hi Logan, welcome back. I'm going back in May. I'm doing good, how about yourself? I just got back from work and now I'm still in my coat because it's so cold in here. Our AC unit is, the batteries are out of the little thermostat thing. I don't know how you call it in English. That little box. So it's just blowing, the AC is blowing, but it's super cold outside and it's just chilly in here, so I'm wearing my jacket right now. Let's see. This seems like a good recipe. Oh, I hate that you can never click on a recipe without accepting 5 million things. I'm just gonna Google ingredients. What job? It's hard to name or say what my job is. It's kind of officially it's a youth coordinator, so I plan activities for the local community and I do youth classes and activities. And at the moment I do more for seniors actually than youth, I would say. It's like half and half. So I do like exercise classes for seniors in the mornings and like a yoga class just like for some balance and just keeping them fit and healthy, at least trying to. But it has nothing to do with my major or what I graduated in. I graduated in Chinese, so it has nothing to do with my actual, not job, but with my actual education. Sometimes life just, I don't know, life is just funny. You never know where you end up. I don't think I need anything fancy. I just need cream, flour, a lot of honey. So yeah, it's not too crazy. I'm gonna make that next time. So today I'm just gonna do the super simple cake mix thing. As long as we have cake, right? Hi Remy, how are you doing? I'm doing good. How about yourself? I just got home from work and it's cold in the house. The AC is running, but my batteries are out. Like the thermostat, I can't turn off the AC, so it's just blowing. And I don't have any batteries at home, and I don't have time to buy any either because I'm already not running late, but I have to go to my husband's birthday party later, so I'm just making a quick cake. And then I'm gonna get some batteries on my way back home. So I work for local community and some activities with the youth. So I'm like officially a youth coordinator, but I'm also working with seniors in the community. So I have like exercise class, like a yoga class where we do some stretching and balance and just to keep the older folks fit and healthy, that kind of stuff. Just basically activities and exercise. So it's really fun, it's very rewarding, and you get to know people and work with them, so it's really cool. That was me. I should put my bowls on the fridge. Okay, let's see what we need for this. But yeah, what's everyone else up to today on this nice Sunday? Or I don't know if it's nice for you. Here it's actually pretty cold. It was really nice yesterday. So I hope the weather would be nice all weekend. But it's supposed to be storming later. So we even got like a slight risk for tornadoes. So I hope nothing's gonna happen, but you never know in Tennessee. Everything is possible here when it comes to the weather. You have cats? Yes, I do have cats. I have 2 cats. 2 rescue cats. I don't know if they're here right now. Yeah, they're here on the table actually, where they're not supposed to be. That's where they always are. Anywhere where I tell them not to go, they are there. Hi, Paul. How are you doing? How's your Sunday going? My nose is running. I got my seasonal allergies a little bit, and it's chilly in my house, so it doesn't help. I need 3 eggs. I need 1 cup of water and a ½ cup of oil. Let's see. Well, good thing I don't have a cup. Oh, I do. So I'm using almond milk instead of water. I think it's just giving it a little bit more of a richness, and I don't like using water my cakes, I don't know. I'm not a big fan. You have a cat named Cornbread. Oh, cute, that's adorable. This one here, the big one, is called Rusty. And then the little one is behind is Sushi. And I call him Moose because he meows in a very weird way. So I don't know how I came up with Moose, it just reminded me of a moose. Moose probably doesn't sound like her, but for some reason I just started calling her Moose. So I need oil. Do you have a dog, Remy? And do you have a YouTube channel? Your name sounds like a YouTube channel name. So I was wondering. Half a cup. Oh, that's a lot of oil. Not a very healthy cake. But cakes are not supposed to be healthy, so special occasion requires special calories or extra calories. Oh, you have a channel? Nice. I'm just making a quick chocolate cake. Just for my husband's birthday, we have a party later for him at a friend's house, so they're hosting his birthday party, which is cool for me, so I don't have to worry about anything. So that's very chill for me. Last year I made him a really nice cake, and this year I want to make a bee sting cake actually, but they already said they're gonna have some desserts, so I don't wanna make the cake, and I'm gonna save that one for another time, for another special occasion. So now I'm just gonna make just super simple chocolate cake. And we got these nice eggs from my friend, and he got them from his work colleague. They have their own chicken, so that's very nice that we can use those local eggs. And I know that those chickens have been treated nicely, and they're not for mass production, because the egg industry is actually really cruel if you think about it. So I'm glad I can use those happy eggs. Also big egg. Chocolate is my favorite. Same. I love chocolate cake and I love strawberry cake. Like not the strawberry, not the lame one. I like the one with the actual strawberries on top and some vanilla pudding. That's usually my favorite. It's been my go-to birthday cake since I'm little, or since I can think. It was always my favorite, but chocolate cake is always my top choice too. You have a birthday in a couple of weeks? Yay, nice, very cool. Mine is not too far away either. I mean, it's a little bit more than a couple of weeks, but yeah, not that excited. Once you're over the age of 25 or 4, I feel like you're not really excited for your birthdays anymore, because I'm just getting older. I mean, everyone's getting older, but you know, I'm not as excited as in my early 20s. Are you from America, Remy? Are you? Oh, hi. Hi, Marco. No Bienenstich today. I'm lazy. I just got off work and I've been on my feet early this morning. We saw a friend this morning before going in, and then I just got home. And if you wonder about my outfit, I look like I'm outside, but our AC thermostat gave in, like the battery, and we don't have any extra batteries in the house, not even the remotes, or the remotes have smaller ones, so they wouldn't fit in. So I can't change the temperature, so it's just freezing in here, and it's freezing outside, so I'm just frozen. Ready to go to my friend's house, so I can unthaw. How's the weather in Ohio, Marco? Is it a little bit better? Here we're supposed to, I think you guys are out of the zone. I checked the weather earlier, but I'm gonna check again in a couple minutes when the thing is in the oven. There's some tornado warnings. Not official warnings, but there's we're in the yellow zone. I think there's 5 zones and we're in the second one. So chances are low, but they are there. I'm not excited for that. USA, nice, very cool. I'm in USA too. I'm actually German, for those that are new. And I live in America because my husband is American. And I'm not a fan of the tornado weather, or the scary weather, as I call it. But what can you do? So, let's see. I don't know what form I should put that cake in. Oh, hi Kamal. Welcome back. How are you doing? Miserable in Ohio. Raining for the next 10 days. Oh yeah, you said that. I forgot. I'm trying to find a cake thing. So since I only have this one little thing, there won't be enough room. So I'm gonna do a little cake in here, and then I'm gonna put the rest into those muffin forms. Forgot to preheat the oven as usual. Oh well. I think I'm gonna oil this pan. I'm just gonna use some avocado oil real quick. Hi, come on, I'm just doing I'm making a cake, a chocolate cake for my husband's birthday. It's not his official birthday cake. Usually I make really fancy cakes or everything from scratch. But this time I don't really have the time today, and my friends already prepared some dessert, they said. We're gonna have a little bit of a surprise party for him later. So I don't wanna make that fancy Bienenstich cake or Biesting cake. I'm gonna save that for another time and maybe have that with my friends together. Yes, I do. Yeah, Logan, I'm gonna make a German cake next time. Today is just gonna be the chocolate cake, and I do have a cat. I have 2 actually. They're always at the table where they're not supposed to be. That's usually where you find them. I'm not super strict with the table. I just clean my table a little bit more often because I tried to keep him off the table, but it wasn't very successful, as you can see. Logan, you said you're from Australia, right? If I remember correctly. Do you do surfing or anything like that? Or do you have any water-related hobbies? Or are you, I don't even know, Melbourne, where Melbourne is on the map. Sydney is in the south, right? Southeast. Melbourne is in the southwest, or am I wrong? You're an introvert. I'm an introvert too, even though I'm doing live streams, which is very off character, I guess, for an introvert. But it's kind of helping me to get out of the introvert zone. Or I don't know, it's helpful for sure. Like, I'm usually introvert, and I usually don't like FaceTime calls or like phone calls because of that. So it's kind of weird that I'm having like a one-sided FaceTime call basically with all of you. But I guess it's helping me become less introvert. Although I think people will always be either extrovert or introvert. It's just gonna, or you can maybe be both, I guess. It depends on who you're with. It's usually me. Like with my friends, I feel like I'm super extrovert, but when I'm with people I don't know that well, I'm still introvert. But I think at heart I will always be an introvert for the most part. So I understand you, Logan. You're not super social? I'm social if I'm in the mood for it, if that makes sense. Sometimes I am social, but only for like smaller crowds. Like big crowds really drain me a little bit. For long, like if it's longer than an hour or so, it can be really draining for me. But if it's a nice friend group, like I'm talking about 2 or 3 friends or 4 friends, I really enjoy that. And it can be really recharging for me. But really depends. It's people I don't know. I tend to be less social too, and it's hard for me to approach people that I don't know. But yeah, but friends I know well, I really enjoy that. Big crowds wear me out, exactly. Yes, that's the same for me. It can be nice to be in a big crowd sometimes, but it's usually just for like a shorter amount of time. And I feel like in my current job, I do a lot that requires me to be a little bit more outgoing and less introvert. So I'm trying to find like a good middle ground where I don't force anything, where I can still be myself, but get a little bit out of my shell, I guess. Because, for example, with my exercise group or my yoga class in the mornings, obviously I have to talk in front of people and I have to introduce them to stuff and have like a leading function. So that was a little hard for me in the beginning. I was really nervous to do that, even though I knew everyone I was talking to or that I was participating. And it's getting better now, so I think sometimes it's good to be exposed to the things that you're scared of or that you don't like in order to grow. But like I said, I think I will always be an introvert at heart and I will never completely lose that. And that's fine. It's not, I feel like sometimes people think it's better to be an extrovert than an introvert, but I think there's positive parts to both, and there's nothing wrong with being an introvert. So you just gotta find your path in life and your something that makes you happy. So I'm not trying to turn into an extrovert. I don't think that's possible. Not for me, at least. I just remember at university when I had to hold a presentation in front of a big group of people. I was always so nervous. Sometimes I would even have blackouts because my nervousness would just get into my head and I would lose my words. It happened rarely, like usually I would do okay. But just the nervousness before that presentation, wow, I don't miss that. So I think I could never be a CEO or something, because having presentations all the time and talking to new people all the time would really drain me. And in my major or my master's, that was in Chinese business and economics, I was kind of going for a job like that, I guess. Like a leading position and a position where you'd always meet new people and travel a lot. So maybe I'm glad that I'm not going into that direction anymore and I'm doing something completely different from what I aspired to be. Because I feel like this is more myself. And the YouTube is just like a nice creative outlet for me, and I just love talking to people from different places in the world. And how many people are you making a chocolate cake for? Just 4 actually, or 5. I think it's gonna be 5 people tonight. But they will also have some food there, so we will have different desserts, I guess, or food. And I can show you later if you want to. I can take you guys with me. My cat. Hi, Schatz. Are you excited? Of course, little shout out to Remy. And please make sure to check each other out at each other's channels and support each other. Schatzy, what's up? No? What's up? Okay, my cat doesn't know what she wants, so I had to talk all the time to the board of directors. You get used to it. I guess you get used to it at one point. I think I would probably get used to it too. I mean, I got used to it at university to have presentations and now with my job, talk to people. But it definitely doesn't come natural to me. Okay, good to meet you, Remy. Have a great rest of your Sunday. It was good to meet you and I hope to see you next time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Meow. Sorry, Remy. I'm gonna put these in the oven. It's almost 350. So we're at 300 right now, but it should be fine. Okay. Cake is in. And I wanted to do something while the cake is in the oven, but I already forgot about it. Bye. How was your brunch, Marco? Anti-panic. You get panic if you see a crowd? Oh, I'm sorry. I know some people have issues with the with crowds, like real issues, and not just a little bit anxiety, so they get really scared of it. I have friends that have that too, so I understand that must be really tiring and exhausting. I'm sorry, Logan. Maybe there's some you can do about it, maybe some you can talk to, like a therapist or something, if that would help. But I'm not a professional at all, so I don't know what you could do. I wish I could offer you some help or advice, but I don't have any. What's your cake recipe? So for this one, I really just used this cake mix, so it's super basic. I just add eggs, water, and oil or milk instead of water to it and mix it together and you're good to go. Usually I don't use these. This is just an emergency cake mix I had in my pantry because I don't really have the time to make that bee sting cake from scratch because we've been out half the day. We just got home like a little bit ago. And originally I was planning to be here earlier to start the cake, but the time I'll be too tight on time and it would just be stressful. So I'm gonna do the bee sting cake another time. I'm gonna probably vlog that instead of making a live stream so you guys can follow along a little bit easier and pause the video. Yeah, because I want to make a video pretty soon where I do a week of cooking, just a week of German cooking for my husband. So he'll eat 1 week of German food only. I think that would be a cool video. Bacon, sausage, ham. All for brunch. Nice. Do you have any scrambled eggs as well, or some, what's it called, biscuits or scones, as we Europeans would say to them? Cat right in the background. Welcome to my life. That's basically what I hear all day long. Let me get him. You're a large cat. Now he's quiet. Scrambled eggs. Oh yeah. Shit. We're wearing the same color today. They're matching. Those cats are driving me insane sometimes. How are yours, Marco? Are they meowing at you at all? Oh, no flour product. Yeah, I know you're trying out to eliminate the flour from your diet, and I really hope it helps you. Won't make any American food for your husband. I'm honestly nothing against America, but I'm not a fan of American food. Not saying it's not tasty. Some is really tasty. It's just not very healthy, and I'm not really craving it much. And since I'm German and I grew up in Germany, I cook German food better than American food. So I thought that might be a nice video for the American followers to see what Germans would usually eat for 1 week or in a day. It's going to be a lot of bread, that's for sure. Oh, Marco, something I want to show you. I just remember that I forgot it in the car. I only have those bread rolls with me right now. So we have bread rolls from the German bakery. And they're really like German bread rolls. So they got a little crust outside. And they're super fluffy inside. Hi to India. Welcome. But yeah, they smell really good. They smell like German bread rolls. I mean, they are technically German bread rolls. They're made by a German with American flour. I don't know. Does it make them American or German now? I guess German-American. Up here. I was about to tell you, Marco, that you can send me your address in my contact email, my email, and my contact details on my YouTube description or in my YouTube description, and I would send you some German breads here. But I know you're trying to eliminate the gluten or the what did you say? Carbs, flour products. So otherwise I would have sent you some bread, but if you don't eat it, probably wouldn't make sense. Unless your wife wants to have it. I'm so warm now. Standing in the kitchen always makes me warm. Oh, you said your weather's really crappy? Ours is pretty crappy today too. Ah, that's what I was about to do. I wanted to check the weather. I'm gonna do that. So I got my computer here, the good old computer. I love doing stuff on my computer, especially the weather. I always do that at least a couple times a week. So let's see what's gonna happen later. It's kind of nice now, or not nice, it's okay, it's quiet out there. But I know we were in the yellow zone earlier today, so let's see if it got updated or not. The yellow zones shifted a little bit more closer to us. So in the morning we were like more in the greenish zone, now we're in the yellow zone, like full in. So, chances are there for severe weather. I can show you. So yeah, Nashville is in the yellow now. There's my cursor here. Nashville's in the yellow. So, I mean, it's right at the border still to the green. But we'll see. We'll see how the weather is going to turn out. You never know. In Tennessee, everything is possible. It can be really nice and beautiful in the morning, and then it'll be tornadoes in the evening, or hail or anything like that. Also, another thing I want to look up was where the name bee sting cake comes from. I know I heard a story, but I'm just making sure I'm not telling any tales. Herkunft Bienenstich. Okay, now I just gotta find it in English, because I don't want to translate it in English in my head while reading German. Maybe there's an English version. Yes. Name origin. Okay, are you ready, Marco? In case you don't know about it yet, and everyone else, obviously. Our cats are behaving today, actually. That's good, I'm glad. Rare to find Laugenbrötchen. Yes, I love Laugenbrötchen. Laugenbrötchen are the only bread rolls they don't have here, because I feel like the Americans wouldn't know what it is or what they should do with it. Did I send you already high resolution pictures from my R5 today? Oh, you did? Cool, nice. I have to check out my email. I haven't checked it out today. I just created it. I don't even know where. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, yay. Cool. I see it. Oh, my sister emailed me too. I just saw it. I guess I haven't checked my phone messages in a while, and she got upset with me. Is it possible? I can't figure out, Marco. I don't know if it's possible to have two separate. That's what I asked myself yesterday, if you can have different email accounts with the same Google account, because I don't have a separate Google account every single time I have a new email account, because I just want to use the email address. But yeah, that's a good question, actually. Oh, cool. I just loaded the pictures. Wow, that's beautiful. That's a nice tree. Is that a ginkgo tree, or what kind of tree is that? Just the colors just reminded me of a ginkgo tree. Really nice. Cute. Thanks for sending. Really nice pictures. Nice, very American. Indian summer tree. Sorry, I just looked at my email address. Marco sent me. So I have an email address that I added to my YouTube description in case you guys want to send me any suggestions or things you want me to talk about or make videos about. Or someone want a postcard that I want to send them. So I was waiting for the person to send me their address if they want to. Not if they don't want to, obviously, but only if they want to, because they want a postcard from Florida. And yeah, just in case anyone needs to contact me for anything, I got that email address set up for you guys. What's up, Schatzi? You wanna look into the oven? Just gotta keep an eye on the cake, because I'm someone that forgets that I have cake in the oven. Happened to me a couple times before. But yeah, onto the bee sting cake. I wanted to tell you where the name bee sting cake comes from for the next time, or for when we make it next time. Oops. Let's see. Okay, the origin of the name bee sting is unclear. According to the legend of the baker's boy, in 1475, the inhabitants of Linz am Rhein planned an attack on their neighboring town of Andernach, since the emperor had withdrawn the Rhine toll from the people of Linz and awarded it to the people of Andernach. On the morning in question, however, two bakers' apprentices from Andernach walked along the city wall and ate from the bee nests hanging there. When they saw the attackers, they threw the nests at them so that the people of Linz, stung by the bees, had to flee. A special cake was baked to celebrate the bee sting. In the text of Karl Simrock's Baker's Boy saga, however, there is no reference to the bee sting. 62, the Baker Boy saga was directly linked to the dates of the invention of the bee sting cake. The saga is probably a much later origin legend. Necessary for the storage of cakes with perishable cream filling are cooling mechanisms, which were available in only a few households before the 19th century. Most of the cream cakes known to date from the 19th century. The bee sting cake in the German Empire is documented shortly after 1900. They describe the bee sting cake as suitable for every season, extraordinarily inexpensive, and not yet generally known pastry. It also pointed out that the buttercream filling is possible. Okay. All right, so it's a pretty old cake, a very... Hi Nash, you returned from your afternoon dog walk. Nice, very cool. I just read into the history of the bee sting cake, my husband's favorite cake. So I just read where the name comes from, or allegedly comes from. It's not very clear if that's true. But how's the weather in Florida? I bet it's nice. Here we already got storm warnings again for later, and we got rain and wind and gray skies. So it's not looking very promising today. And our mini vacation was really nice. So I'm already sad, or I miss Florida already. I think March was a really good time to go there because I'm not a huge fan of the heat and humidity, but I think the weather in March close to Tampa was really amazing. So we were, what's it called? I don't know I forgot how the little town was called that we went to, but it was close to the Manatee Spring Park, I think, the state park, and close to Crystal River. So I tried to see manatees and alligators, but Nash, I didn't see any alligators, I didn't see any manatees, I didn't see sharks or dolphins. I only saw flamingos flying around, which was already cool. Just seeing flamingos in the sky was something I've never seen before, so that already excited me. We went on a tour that was called a manatee tour, and the person that sold us the tour was really good at his job. He was really telling us, this is the best tour, you get bang for your money, you will see some cool stuff. He didn't specify what we see or what we're gonna see, so we didn't ask questions since it was called a manatee tour. I was expecting to see something like that, or him telling us if you're going to be there or not. But on the tour, he basically just pointed out birds and grass, like the grass is growing there and stuff. But it was still really cool. I like seeing birds too, and just nature in general, so it was really nice. And it was the first time I saw, what's it called, an eagle with a white head. Is it a bald eagle or a white-head eagle? In German we say white-head eagle, but I saw an eagle, like those big ones with the white heads, sitting in their nest, and they had little babies. They gave us binoculars so we can look closer. That was really cool to see an eagle for the first time. So I feel more American now after I saw an eagle in real life. I had 10 days vacation a year in the beginnings. After 5 years on the job, you got a third week. Oh, nice, like a paid vacation. That's very cool. For Americans, I don't hear that often that people get paid vacation. For Americans, 1 week off is half of our yearly vacation. Yes, I agree. The tree is a maple tree. Oh, okay, cool. I thought it was a ginkgo tree. Bald eagles down here. Yes, bald eagle. You're right. Those are really, really large. The ocean was beautiful. Oscar did not like the salt water. He tried to drink it, so he just asked about it when I said it, or I just read it. Let me check my cake real quick. Ooh, that thing is doubling in size, so I don't know if it needs any longer. Probably like 2 more minutes. But yeah, Oscar had fun. He liked the nice weather. It's good for his old bones. He wasn't too happy about the rain back here when we got back. He didn't like the salt water, like I said. He tried to drink he always likes to drink water when we go places, and he took a few sips from the salt water and he shook his head, so he was not a fan. He's probably like, why did we come all the way here just to drink this salty water? But yeah, next time I really want to be there a little bit longer and have more time. Sorry, my allergies are kicking in. I have more time to explore the nature and the wildlife, see a little bit more of the wildlife. But just being at the beach after such a long time not being at the beach was really nice. There's something special about the ocean. And it definitely felt like vacation, even though it was only a couple days. But yeah, we enjoyed it a lot. We can't wait to get back or go back. So next time I'm gonna ask you for recommendations where to go in Florida. And also we won't go again during spring break. I had no idea it was spring break, so it was very busy on the roads. But the area we stayed at was very rural and nothing happening there, so the spring break people were not there, so that was nice. So they were probably more in the Panhandle area and more south than us. So we were lucky with the place we were at that it wasn't that crowded. You got a good laugh watching the old man napping in the sun. Fits right in with the Florida crowd. Yeah, I was thinking that too. The whole place has a very interesting vibe to me. It definitely has that tropical feeling, like this Hawaii feeling, or just tropical, which I really missed from China and other places. I really love the tropical birds and the sounds and the smell and everything, and like how green it is. I guess most people do love that. But it kind of, just seeing the people and all those barbecue places and little like biker gangs and everything just reminded me. I've never been to Texas before, but for me that was like a tropical version of Texas, even though I've never been to Texas. But maybe correct me if I'm wrong or if that's a stupid guess or comparison, but I feel like it was just like a tropical Texas, how I imagine Texas to be like, just with a different vegetation, I guess. But it was very laid back because of all the retired people just enjoying life and having a good time, not being stressed and just enjoying life. So you can definitely feel that. It was like this chill vibe in the air. Guess that's like the hang loose kind of vibe that people talk about. So that's very interesting. So the whole place just felt like vacation. I mean, we were on vacation, so it makes sense. But I guess even if you're not on vacation and live there, you have this feeling of being on vacation nonstop. At least I would feel like that, I guess. Which is really special. So I definitely understand why people love Florida, honestly. So I could definitely see myself going there for a while. Check out St. Augustine also. My town is a nice vacation spot if you ever come back. Nice, cool. I got a little email address in my YouTube description, so if you ever want to send me like a few places or something and you don't want to mention it here, especially if it's like your hometown and you don't want to publicly say where you're from, you can just send that in an email, only if you want to, of course. But I'm always happy to get recommendations. My cake doubled in size. It's really bouncy. Can you hear that? I think I left it in there for so long, or too long. I didn't even think. Edith Piaf. No, je ne regrette rien. Man, oh man, I haven't spoken French in a while. No, je ne regrette rien. Oh yeah, it came back to my mind, the melody. I had to think about it for a second. And yes, I know that song. I had a CD from Edith Piaf when I was a kid. I was really into French chanson music for some reason. Part of my family is French, so maybe it's in my blood. My dad's side of the family has some French in it, but the rest is simply German. You don't look too bad. We didn't raise as much as the cake, but Well, I'm glad we got some cakes for later so I can bring something with me and I don't have to show up empty-handed. I hate going places empty-handed. How's it for Americans? If you're invited to a dinner or lunch at people's places and they don't specifically tell you what to bring or if you should bring anything, how would you do it? Would you bring something or would you just go there? Because I've seen it from a few people here that they just go there without bringing something. So I don't know if that's a German or European thing to bring something with you when you go somewhere, or if, I don't know. And I'm curious how you guys do that or what you guys usually do. Can you pronounce squirrel correctly as a German? You mean squirrel in English or you mean Eichhörnchen? Like, I think English people would have a way harder time pronouncing Eichhörnchen because it's such a long word compared to squirrel. But the roll sound is definitely weird. It's same with like river. Like river sounds really weird to pronounce. Squirrel and jewelry. Just a, like, I don't know what kind of sound that is, but the kind of sound is just very unnatural for me or for us Germans. Thank you, Kamal. I appreciate it. And I just read that message again with Oscar sleeping or napping in the sun. That's basically what he did all day long. And me too, to be honest. I love laying there and just looking into the clouds and laying below a tree. It's one of my favorite things to do. I didn't really have the urge to be on my phone at all, which was amazing. So, and one thing about Florida was the smell of the ground. There was just something about it. It almost had like a balsam or sandalwood kind of smell, very like a rich, almost like a perfume. Very, very interesting. And there was a lot of moss. It was like a spongy kind of moss. Like you could squeeze it and would just pop back into form or into shape. That's very interesting. I've never seen that before, but I took a video of all of that. And I'm gonna upload my Florida vlogs. And I wanted to do that a while ago, but my phone wouldn't let me because of storage problems. So I have to clear out some stuff and make some room for me to be able to export the vlogs. So bear with me, they are coming, it's in the works. I'll just have to figure out what to do with the storage. You mentioned your spot was a little boring, so better off sticking to the coastal towns for better food nightlife. Yeah, it was a little bit of a drive if you wanted to go somewhere. My husband, for example, we went to like a fish restaurant, like he wanted to eat some seafood. There was definitely no nightlife where we were. I'm not a huge party fan anymore, and I don't need like a whole wildlife nightlife crowd or thing. But yeah, having something nearby would definitely still be nice, or at least having access to the beach and nice water, which is not full with alligators and bracken water, like the river water, would be nice because we were pretty close to the coast actually. Like we were only like a 20-minute drive from the coast, but I didn't look into it close enough. So I didn't know that the coast in Florida is not, or in many parts of Florida, is not just a coast, like a beach. It was, or most parts are really just swamps that blend together into the ocean, like where the rivers and the swamps meet the ocean. So it's just really just bracken water and not a place where you would hang out at the beach, basically. And there's a ton of mosquitoes and those buffalo gnats, I think that's what they're called. That one river we went to had so many gnats, it was insane. We just been there for 10 minutes and we had to leave because we forgot our bug spray. And my husband got covered in those gnat bites. He looks like he has this chicken pox. it's insane. Like, he still has those blisters after days after coming back. He still has them, and it's so itchy. It's really crazy. I never had that before. Pensacola has a nice beach too, closer for you guys as well. That's what I heard. A lot of people go to Pensacola, but I really want to see the manatees. That's why I went to the Manatee Springs. But apparently the guide there said that the manatees are already too warm in the rivers, so they are retreating back to the oceans. So chances that you see them are low. So I have to come back probably more in the winter time. So do you have any cool places, Nash, where you think I would see alligators pretty easily, like in the wild, and like manatees or something, or any animals, any cool wildlife? Yes, I remember you. Hi, Amit. How are you doing? Americans bring always cookies. Yeah, cookies. I had a few friends that brought cookies over. That's true. I like that. Nothing wrong with a good cookie. American West Tour is cool too. Yeah, I agree. I really enjoy the mountains a lot. I just haven't been to an ocean in a while. That's why we decided to do the ocean. And Oscar has never seen the ocean before. And me and my husband have never seen the ocean together. So I thought it would be cute to see the ocean together with Oscar, all three of us. I took a video of that too, the moment where we all saw the ocean together. So you're gonna see that in the vlog, in the Florida vlog. And we took a few pictures, but really not that much. We really tried to enjoy the moment, and we were sitting there for quite a while trying to do some shark watching with our binoculars, but we didn't see any, even though there were so many birds flying around. And usually it's a good sign when there's a lot of birds flying around over the water. Chances that sharks are around are pretty high, because that means there's a lot of fish or something rotten in the water where animals are feeding on. Sorry guys, my brain is already tired. I'm so tired at the moment, I don't know why. That 1 hour that got taken away from us with the data savings times is still getting to me. Like, I feel like I'm still jet lagged from that. It's probably just part of getting older. So just skip the whole middle US pretty much. I don't want to say that because I looked up places in Kansas and Missouri, and there's really beautiful places that I want to check out eventually, and take you guys with me. Trying to find the beautiful gems in all the states, you know, even the middle. I know those are usually just the drive-through states, but I feel like there's beautiful places everywhere, so I'm trying to explore those a little bit, since they're a little bit closer to us too. See what's going on there, you know. But I agree, I want to see Arizona eventually, in Nevada for sure. In Colorado, I want to go back there one day. That was really nice there. Going to need to drive a little further south for gators. Oh, okay. So you would say going further down than Tampa, or you think Tampa area would already be good enough for gators? I really have no idea. I should have looked more into it. But because of the spring break situation, literally every single campsite I was looking at was booked out. So there was no camping. Everything was taken. I didn't want to go to a hotel. I don't really like hotels. So I contacted one guy from a farm. He had an animal rescue farm. So he had goats and pigs and all that. And it was just like a private person, not an official campsite. So I just called him and told him I want to go camping, and he told me that they don't really have much room anymore, or they have all the spots booked out. But then he called me back an hour later and he was like, you know what, we always have enough room for 2 more people. And he was really sweet. So he basically created another campsite for us. So they cleared out some stuff from their farm, and they made us another camp spot, the one that you saw in my live stream. And you're gonna see that in the vlog too, and the cute animals. I fell in love with a pig. It was those big belly pigs, the bellies that hang on the ground. It was so cute. I cannot describe how cute that pig was. You will have to see that in the video. I'm so excited. And yeah, I'm okay, sorry. I'm just reminiscing about the pig. You warned me? Yeah. Going to an alligator farm. I was thinking that at one point I was like just gonna pay some entry fee and go see alligators in a park. I really want to see them in real life or by myself, but it might also not be very safe with Oscar. So I guess you're right. I think next time we'll definitely add a manatee farm, or like I think they have like rescue places for them there too, so I'll check that out. Same with sea turtles. I want to see sea turtles one day, so I'm gonna check that out next time I go to Florida for sure. And go a little bit more to the south and explore a different area. And yeah, like I said, if you have any recommendations, like if you wanna write me a list, or if you could do that, I would be highly appreciated. Or I'll just go back in the stream and write it down later. And I gotta create a travel list on my computer eventually, where I write down all the spots that you guys mentioned, because I can't remember all of it. Jerome, Arizona has an amazing junkyard. All kind of retired historic vehicles, mainly from mining. Oh, cool. Jerome, Arizona. I feel like I've heard that before. I'm gonna look it up now. I'm one of those people that always look everything up. Arizona. Huh. Looks like PUBG. I don't know if you know PUBG. It's a game, like a battle royale game. Just how dry it is and everything. I took an airboat ride. Ouch. Took an airboat ride in the Everglades last year and saw a lot of gators in the swarm. Definitely recommend it. Oh, that must be beautiful. Yeah, I really wanna go to the Everglades. My husband talked about it. He's like, those things that you try to do sounds like we should probably go to the Everglades at one point, because I was so interested in the wildlife that he said the same thing. He's like, I think the Everglades would be a good place for you to go to. I looked it up now too. I don't even know. I know the Everglades, obviously, and that they're in Florida, but I don't know where they're exactly located. I know they're pretty much in the south. So you're right, that will definitely be a ride for us. So we might have to fly for that one, because just to Tampa, it took us almost 10 hours. I mean, if Tampa's here in the Everglades, I mean, they're very at the tippy, at the very bottom of Florida. Homestead. Oh, that's where Homestead is. I heard about that. Miami's right there. Okay. I had no idea the Everglades would be behind Miami or right next to Miami. They're really big. Okay. Very nice. Well, I'm glad they got so many wildlife management areas and state parks. It's really good. I'm all for it. The more the better. But yeah, we went, I'll show you Nash. I don't know if you can see it, if the connection is good enough. So we, oopsie, I mean, it's not smart. We were, there's a Cedar Key here, and we drove down here. So we are basically we drove to Tampa that one time. So we were eating here in a fish restaurant. We didn't go into Tampa, but we were here at the coast. And then we went back. So we were staying around here. Yeah, so south of Gainesville, north of Tampa, kind of in the middle of that. So yeah, like I said, not much going on. It sounded very manatee-y there. I don't know if you can hear my husband snoring. He fell asleep reading, so don't mind the snoring. Might even be Oscar. I wouldn't be surprised at that point. Those two men just sleep next to each other sometimes, taking naps, and they're both snoring. So at that point, I don't even know who's snoring louder. Found the junkyard? No, I didn't. My brain just jumps from one thing to the other. Jerome, Arizona junkyard. Oh yeah, Gold King Mine Museum. I see it. Oh, it's like a ghost town. Oh, that's so spooky. I hear that some people are like really into that paranormal stuff and like not ghost hunters, but they like go in places where they might see some ghost activity. And I know they're really into going to ghost towns and camping there and sleeping and then just watching what happens at nighttime. I definitely watched some of those YouTube videos before. I don't really necessarily believe in it. I feel like most of that is staged. But never say never. I don't know. Maybe stuff like that exists. Have you been there, Marco, or have you just seen it on YouTube or something? Later we'll explore more of the AI text-to-speech apps. Nice. I saw your shorts. It was really funny. The only thing AI I use is sometimes ChatGPT. If I want to learn something about a certain topic, he can, or it can give me really good summaries of it. So that takes away some of the reading time that I would usually have. If I just want to get like when I get to the core or like, to the point, it's really useful. But you really have to take everything with a grain of salt coming from ChatGPT, because sometimes ChatGPT makes stuff up or adds its own little twist to things, because sometimes if you ask ChatGPT back some questions like, is that actually what happened? Is that actually who said it? It will say, no, that's not actually what the person said, but it's paraphrased, or I added my own thoughts to it. So you really have to ask questions back to make sure. I'm in New Smyrna on the Atlantic. Ah, okay. Go east. Let me see. Atlantic. I love the Atlantic. I just love how wild the ocean is in the Atlantic. I mean, the ocean can be wild anywhere, but at least in Europe, the Atlantic is the craziest out of all the oceans we have. It's definitely always some big wave activity. Let's see, Smyrna. New Smyrna. Somebody said? Yeah, New Smyrna. Okay, let me see. Cacao Beach. Cocoa Beach. Cacao. Do you say Cacao Beach or Cocoa Beach? In Germany, we say cacao to that word. I never know how to pronounce it in English. Cacao butter. New Smyrna Beach. Let's see how it looks like. Ooh, you got the white sand. Very cool. That looks really pretty. So you said you would recommend your area, right, Nash, for visiting? You got the wildlife management area, Tiger Bay State Forest, Lake George State Forest. That looks really nice. Got some hiking. Oh yeah, I just looked into the state forest and basically just looks like the one that we went to, that I had in my live stream where I was trying to see some alligators. It had alligator potential from what I saw. It was just palm trees everywhere, knocked down palm trees and swamps left and right. So I was like, if there's no alligators here, I don't know where I would ever see them. But they have historic buildings too there. Photographer's heaven. Been there twice. Nice. Okay. Well, if I'm ever in Arizona, I'll make sure to check it out, that's for sure. Never been to Arizona so far. It's a small town, but some good restaurants. That's always good. I'm always up for restaurants. Nightlife can be nice. I don't really need it much, but if there's good restaurants, that is definitely a good tip or advice. I really love food and trying new things. So good restaurants are always welcomed. Trying to think, we didn't really go to many restaurants or any food places in the area we went to, except for the one fish place, or it was called Fish Shack, I think. The fish was really fresh, Colton said, my husband. I had mac and cheese. I was craving like something really hearty because at the camping I didn't really eat much, so I was just like starving. So I was craving mac and cheese for the first time in my life. And it was really good. They cut in some little shrimp pieces, which I didn't know, but it came with shrimp pieces. So that was a nice little twist that I never had before. It was really yummy. Costa Rica is very nice too. Same goes for Puerto Rico. Yeah, I've never been to Costa Rica before. I have a friend that went there and he said the same thing. And I've seen it in documentaries and it looks like paradise. An hour from Orlando, if you like the parks. I've never been to Disney. I've never been to the Paris one either. We have a theme park close where I'm from. It's called Europe Park. Which is really amazing, and I enjoyed it a lot as a kid or as a teenager. So I would definitely go to Disneyland if we're already in that area. It's not a must for me, but I think I want to do it once in my life, maybe. So maybe we could combine that. Maybe we can go with friends together and combine that. Costa Rica coffee is a blast or a bad. I heard that Costa Rica coffee is one of the best, and Hawaiian coffee as well. I really want to try that. Even though I'm more of a tea person, but sometimes I do like my coffee. More surfers and artists than nightlife. Ooh, that sounds cool. I really want to watch people surf. I've never had the opportunity because the only beaches I ever went to are oceans. We're not very surfer friendly. I was more North Sea, Italy. I didn't see many surfers in Italy. So yeah, I can't wait to explore places where people go surfing. That will be fun. I'm probably gonna sit there all day and watch them. Sedona, Arizona, you probably like better. Magic happens there. Sedona. Is that the alien place, or looks like an oil painting at sunset? I'm gonna look it up now. Sedona. Ooh, yeah, that's beautiful. Definitely adding that to my list. Wow, yeah, I really love the mountains from pictures I've seen or documentaries, but yeah. I'm loading up the dogs this summer and driving out to Colorado. Be passing right by your area, so I'll be asking for dog walk recommendations. Oh wow, you're going to Colorado, nice, have fun. I wish I could go back to Colorado this year. I really, I thought about it a lot because I really miss it. So maybe I can make it work, but probably not since we already did Florida this year. So probably have to do that another time. But yeah, I wish you a great time in Colorado, Nash. That's amazing. There are two old ladies gonna go mountain hiking. Let us know how it will be, and keep us posted on your travel plans, and I'll definitely give you some recommendations for sure. I can also give you some recommendations in Colorado if you want to. My husband lived there for a couple of years, and we went hiking there with Oscar too. We went in October, I believe, a year ago or 2 years ago. I have a few YouTube videos, I think, uploaded from Colorado when we went hiking with Oscar. And I mentioned the trails in them too, so if you want to check that out. I don't remember the trails names. But do you know where in Colorado you want to go? Are you going to do like a road trip or one specific spot that you want to go to? We went to Colorado Springs because that's where he was stationed in the army, so he knew that area pretty well. And they got amazing hiking there. So I can really recommend Colorado Springs. I think it's beautiful, and it has the Garden of the Gods and a lot of very nice areas or cool places. I'm looking at Airbnb around Fort Collins. Too hot here in the summer, I agree. Thank you, Kama, for sticking around. I appreciate it. I hope it's not too boring for you. Blue eyes, I appreciate that. Thank you. I didn't even think you could see my eyes because it's kind of dark in here. But thank you, Kama. That's very nice. Fort Collins. I've not been to Fort Collins, but I'm going to look that up now. And I can definitely ask my husband what he thinks of Fort Collins. I'm pretty sure he's been there. He's been to a couple places in Colorado in all those years. Oh, it's up north of Denver. Okay. Good old Denver. The only place I've seen in Denver was IKEA because it's a European's favorite place to go to IKEA. It's kind of like a magical land for us. You go in because you want to buy one thing and you come out not buying that one thing, but you bought another 20 things that you don't need. That's how IKEA works, unfortunately. Oh, that's gonna be the Boulder area above Denver. So my husband says Boulder is very beautiful, but very expensive. So if you don't mind that, very good area. People go there for skiing, and it's a very outdoorsy area. Everyone in Colorado has some bicycles on their roof or some camping gear in the bag or hiking shoes on. It's just a very outdoorsy area. I really, really enjoyed that vibe. It's like the granola vibe, as people say, I guess. Thank you, Kama. It is afternoon. It's almost 4 in the afternoon. How about India? What time is it? Colorado Springs was my second choice, but it's a big city. Yes, it is a big city, but honestly not that big. So we spent a couple days there. We went downtown, we lived a little bit more in the suburbs, but it's really not that big. I think the population is really spread out because it's a big area that goes into Colorado Springs. But the downtown itself is really walkable, and they got Pikes Peak there, like the huge mountain. They got Garden of the Gods, like I said. But yeah, you can check out, if you want to, the YouTube videos I have about Colorado and see if you like those parks and mountains, and maybe you want to make a stop in Colorado based on what you see. I can recommend it. I really liked it. I can't say anything about Fort Collins, so I wish I could give you more advice, but never been there. I'm gonna look up some pictures. Oh yeah, and in Colorado Springs you also got Manitou Springs right next to it, and they have some attractions there as well, and it's a really cute town. It's really small, so for staying I could imagine it would be a good place to stay at. and then go to Colorado Springs for visiting. So you love mountain biking? Okay, that's perfect then. They got a lot of trails there for mountain biking, that's what I heard. Go to Los Angeles downtown if you got your husband with you to protect you. Yeah, I think I would honestly be worried a little bit to go there. I don't know, I've never had the urge to go to Los Angeles, but I heard that it's nice, so maybe one day. It's not on my priority list right now because I got so many places I want to see. And Los Angeles is just not on that list yet, but who knows, maybe one day I'll go there. I have friends there that always ask me to come and visit them, but they're traveling a lot, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to see them at the same time because they're always out and about. I'll take a week out and drive down there. It's not far from Fort Collins. Yeah, it's really not that far. And if you can combine it, sure, why not? See different parts. Next time I'm going to Colorado, I also want to see the Denver area and Boulder and go a little bit more north. Just to see how different it is up there and see some other places than just Colorado Springs. Because Colorado Springs is a military town, and I know those. Yeah, but it's a nice area, honestly. I couldn't recommend. I've only been skiing in Colorado, but Summit County by Vail is way out of my price range. Oh, you've been skiing. Okay, cool. I haven't been skiing in a while. So you like skiing, I assume? I can ski, and I went skiing a lot with school because I grew up in the Alps area of Germany, or in the Black Forest, and the Alps are pretty close. So with school, for school trips, we would sometimes in winter go onto a skiing trip, skiing retreat. And I'm not a huge fan. I was scared of skiing, and every time we went, at least 2 or 3 people broke something. It's like a very dangerous sport in my opinion if you're not very good at it. And even if you're good, there's always something that can happen. But I guess that's with everything. It's same with mountain biking. And I did horseback riding when I was younger, so that's also technically very dangerous. So I guess things can happen everywhere. It's just, I don't know, it's just so fast and kind of hard to control. So I'm not a huge fan of skiing. Not anymore. The older I get, the more scared I am of it. We moved away from that hellhole. Los Angeles, you mean? California. But now stuck in Ohio, so technically 2 holes. Yeah, I know. But at least prices are way lower in Ohio. And you don't get a sunburn. So if you want to see something or mention some positive things about Ohio, and I bet there's some more. I see your parks. The parks look very nice. You got a lot of lakes in Ohio. Anything else positive we can mention about Ohio, Marco? I don't know. I've never been, and it's also not on my priority list. Not yet. Maybe I will really like it when I go there. Ooh, it is very close to where my husband originally comes from. He's from the border to Canada. So, where's the well? Oh, you're right in the center. Right there. I didn't even know I was right in the center. Okay. That'd be quite a drive from Tennessee. I like speed sports. Nice. I don't. I'm boring with that kind of stuff. I'm one of those people when you go to a theme park with them and they want to ride a roller coaster, I'll be down there and wait for them until they get back. I was always one of those kids that always waited when people went onto roller coasters, and I was just standing there eating my food and watching people. And I don't mind that. Like I love watching roller coasters on the ground, like with my feet on the ground. not a huge fan of adrenaline, and I always say to my friends that I could happily live a life without any adrenaline going through my body, and I'd be perfectly fine with that. So, jumping in the shower to take my family to dinner. Talk with you soon. Tell Oscar I said hi. I definitely will. Thank you so much, Nash. Have a great dinner with family, and I hope to see you soon. It was great catching up with you. And I'll say hi to Oscar for you. And you say hi to your 2 old ladies, please, for me and Oscar. See you soon. Bye-bye, Nash. Yes, we are in Central Ohio Valley. Least miserable weather compared to up north or down south. Least miserable. Okay, yeah, I think the more north you go, the colder and rainier it gets. Will do. Okay, great. Thank you. I wish I could show Oscar into the camera, but he's sleeping right now. He has, I don't know what happened. Yesterday he was perfectly fine. I guess you've seen him in the stream when we cooked food for him. And he looked perfectly normal. So I don't know what happened. I think he bumped his head while we were walking, because he has a big swelling here in this area right under his eye, over his cheek, like going all the way down to his mouth. So it's like really big now, like really visible. It used to be a little bit smaller this morning, or it was smaller this morning, but now it's like really big. So if it's not gone by tomorrow, I'll have to ask the doctor. But yeah. Okay, bye Marco. Have a great night, and thank you for your wishes for the party. I hope it's gonna go smoothly. I'll probably take a little video or just a picture for you guys later of the food and everything. And enjoy your AI apps. And yeah, I'm gonna pack up my cake and I'm heading out soon too. So I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for hanging out and chatting, and I'll see you another time. Bye bye. Bye everyone. Bye Marco.